Okay, once this is my fifth recording of the Army Single Phase Industrial Website Acquisition Business Website serving the U.S. Army Acquisition Community. The Army Single Phase to Industry Acquisition Website Solicitation Question and Answer User Guidebook from March 2011. Send questions to ASFI at contents.army.mil. Table of Contents. Table of Contents introduction, viewing solicitation questions and answers, submitting solicitation questions, submitting solicitation answers, government personnel only, and viewing closed solicitation question and answers, government personnel only. Introduction. The Army's single-phase industry acquisition website provides a process to allow the industrial to review the requirements specified in the solicitation, submitting the question regarding these requirements. His ability to submit questions available to industry up to 7 days prior to the closing or response date established by the solicitation amendment. If the solicitation is posted to the Army Single-Phase Industrial Acquisition website with a closing date less than 7 days away, the question capability is not available. The 7-day period should not be precluded industry for the submitting questions. If the industry has a question regarding the solicitation and the question and answer functionally is no longer available, questions should be directed by the contract specialist or port of contact listed for the solicitation. Questions submitted via the Army Single-Phase Industrial cannot be viewed by the public until an answer has been provided and published by an authorized government buyer. Authorized government personnel may access the questions and submit by industry and provide answers to these questions. Once an answer is published, the question and answer is available for public viewing. The guide describes the process of entering, viewing solicitation questions and answer, industrial review, submission, and count questions. Once a solicitation has been successfully posted on the Army Single-Phase Industrial Acquisition website, the ASFI provides the industry with the ability to submit questions about the solicitation. The solicitation view page provides access to solicitation question and answers. Within the footer on the solicitation view page, post a new question link to provide access to a question entry page. Industrial user must provide a valid central contracting registration or cage code to submit a question. If an email address is provided, the user will be notified when the answer to the question is published. The government buyer review and submission of answers to questions. Solicitation of the point of contact will review an email notification each time a solicitation question is submitted. The solicitation point of contact may review questions, publish, answer them until the solicitation closes. Once the solicitation closes, no further answers may be submitted. However, the solicitation of the point of contact may be viewed, printed, solicitation questions, and answers until the solicitation is removed from the Army Single-Phase Industrial Acquisition website approximately 20 days after the solicitation close date. Viewing solicitation questions and answers. The Army Single-Phase Industrial homepage, acquisition.army-mil/ASFI, using the contracting opportunities to search link to access active solicitations. ASFI Business Opportunities Contracting Opportunities Search. Using the solicitation search page to enter the solicitation criteria. Please check a quick search or most recently posted solicitation that closed today. Only the search solicitation note. Do not enter dashes in the solicitation number. Solicitation number and wildcard is a percentage sign character. Or execute a more specific search using the criteria below. Select a contracting office and or protect a wild result option and add an arrow result set. Solicitation search result page display the active solicitation that meets your selection criteria. Solicitation search results for your selected criteria displays item per page. Solicitation amendment number, the FSC and the NAIC code, the noun, the closing date, the buyer's number, and the amendment number. Check the solicitation amendment number, the link to access the solicitation view page. Using the solicitation question and answers, link to the view of the solicitation published question and answers. Solicitation view ASFI work test 777001 within a minute. This is the little number amendment. We'll add every time you do it, add a number 1, added amendment. The DPAS priority rating price arrangement, the solicitation amendment effective response date, national identification class code set aside, issued, contact name, phone tag, fax, email, solicitation question and answer, view questions, and 27 questions and answers, solicitation attachments. If you feel in the missing attachments, please contact the contract specialist listed above. Government user upload solicitation files. All questions submitted by the industry subsequently published by the public buyer are available for the public viewing as shown in below. However, the questions that are unpublished answers are not displayed. In the example of solicitation below, question 1 through 5 have been reviewed, answered by the government buyer. 2 and 4 will not be displayed until their answers are published. So, like when they publish their answer, they'll appear. If not, then it won't. Generate the PDF of the question and answers. Button opens printable display of all solicitation questions and published and answered. You then have a PDF of the questions and answers. Submitting a solicitation question. Solicitation and view page. By the solicitation question and answer page displays a post a new question link or to submit a question. Question and answer solicitation link and posting a new question. Generate PDF, post under the back generated PDF question and answers. You'll see in the solicitation view, government buyer option, manage attachments and question and answers. Post a new question through 9/02/2010. Require the contracting opportunities in search. You must provide a valid central contracting registration. The cage code to submit a question. The information is not made available to the public question and answer views, but is available to applicable government point of contact contracting specialist or contracting officer. Industry vendor authorization solicitation. Please enter the central contractor registration cage code to submit the question for the solicitation. Your cage code indicates the required fields and your contract and questions. After the cage code is validated, the solicitation question enters the page displays. Enter the maximum question below. Maximum 2,000 characters allowed. Do not divulge priority sensitive information. Once the answer to your question is published, your question will display to the public. List your entry to one of the questions. If you have answered the question in the solicitation, post a new question link below to enter it. Follow these rules submitting your question. Limit your question to 2,000 characters. Enter your only one question at a time. If you have another question, post a new question and link to it. Submit it. Do not enter priority sensitive information. Remember that your question will be able to view the public and by soliciting point of contact publishes the answer. If you wish to receive an email when the answer to your public question is published, enter your email address. Use the submit button to submit your question. You will receive a confirmation successful submission. Please note the question number assigned. Your question will not display until the government solicitation public point of contact publishes an answer to the question. The successful submission and answered, you'll come up with your answer. You'll successfully submit it and assign the question number 23. And if you have another in your answer, when your question is submitted, an email notification is sent to the point of contact. Submitting a solicitation answer government personnel only. The solicitation view page, the solicitation question answer page display of the government buyer option manages attachments of the question and answers, links to submits answer to the solicitation questions. You can look at your solicitation view, the page folder to navigate the view of the solicitation detail. Once again, solicitation number status, amendment DPAS, priority racing arrangement, solicitation amendment effect, response date, deadline, national identification code, set aside, issued, contact, phone, name, fax, email, solicitation question and answers, and solicitation attachments. Government user upload solicitation files. Test, document. The government buyer option management attachment questions. Click the review and answer questions. Link to the question for the solicitation. Government buyer option solicitation. Uploads and attachments. Currently 23 submitted quotes. Answer unpublished questions and draft answers exist. Accept the standard military DoD notice consent banner to continue. When accepting your Common Access Code authorization, your permission to answer the question for solicitation is verified. Government personnel must be approved for posting synopsis solicitation for solicitation contract office in order to submit the answers for the questions. Standard mandatory Department of Defense consent banner. Uh, you are accessing U.S. government information systems that provide the U.S. government authorized use only. By using the information system, we include any detached device attached to it. I ask that you consent to the following conditions: U.S. government routinely intercepts monitors communication with the information system, proposing and including but not limited to penetrating testing, common stack, monitoring network operations, defense, and personal misconduct, law enforcement, counterintelligence investigations. At any time, the U.S. standard government may inspect and seize data stored on the information system. Communication using the data on the stored information system are not private but are subject to routine monitoring. Interception search may disclose used as a U.S. standard U.S. state government authorized purpose. This issue includes security measures, authentication, access controls to protect the U.S. standard government issues, not for your personal benefit or privacy. Notwithstanding the above, using the information system does not constitute consenting to the PMLE, law enforcement or criminal investigation, and searching, monitoring to consent privileged communications or work product related to personnel representation of service by attorneys, psychotherapists, clergy, their assistants. Such communication work product are provided and confidential. See user agreement doc. You can accept that. After then the authentication, a list of all the questions submitted by the industry for the solicitation displays. You'll have the whole industry and their answers and their appended questions. Questions have not been answered which have been unpublished draft and answers displayed in red text. Government users have the following options related to the comments questions submitted to the industry. They are answers. The function allows the government user to input the response to industry questions. Edit publish. The option is available to you to previously respond to the industrial question. Select and save draft as your answer. This allows you to access your previous drafted answer, then edit to publish, and then draft answers are not displayed to the public. Appended answers. You can edit a response once it has been published, but you may append additional information if necessary. And not anytime the government point of contact generate a PDF question of answers. The feature always created the PDF. Imagine a question submitted by the industry. Local procedures required of the response to question require the review, the approval from the sources of a contract office, legal, and etc. You can cut and paste an applicable questions and email it. Select one of the available links to the responding question. Select the answer entry page display. Your answers for the solicitation number. The question: Will a laydown yard be provided? And then the answer is maximum. Yeah, when you answer, provide your answer with a maximum of 400 characters. 4,000 characters. Then either save your answer to the draft or publish it. Only question your published answer will display to the public. Unanswered questions that have only draft answers will not display to the public. If internal procedures require that the question answer reviewed prior to the making available to the public, you can answer and save the draft button. If you choose to publish an answer and end the vendor but provide a valid email address, the vendor will receive an email containing the question you published answer. You will receive a confirmation of a successful submission over your answer. Okay. So your answer is successfully submitted and published. Viewing closed solicitation question and answers government personnel only. An email reminder of the question and answer exists. The solicitation is sent to the public private point of contact on the evening of the solicitation closing date. Answer may not be submitted for the closed solicitation, but the government buyers may want to view and print a list of solicitation questions and answers. Solicitation view page provides access to solicitation 5 days after the solicitation closing date. Army single-phase industrial retains solicitation of their questions and answers for 20 days after the solicitation date closes. For solicitation have been closed more than 5 days but less than 20 days, you may access solicitation question and answers at the ASFI homepage, AATP acquisition.army.mil/ASFI. Select the ASFI government personnel link over here. Click the closed solicitation question and answer link under the solicitation process. Closed solicitation questions. Only authorized government personnel may access closed solicitation question and answer. You may access the standard mandatory DoD notice consent banner to proceed. At this point, the common access code is authenticated. Once again, the notice, the user agreement or acceptance, closed solicitation question and answer selection page displays. Closed solicitation question and answer selection. Solicitation search, solicitation number. Choose and then continue. If enter the solicitation and solicitation search field is or selected from the solicitation number list, only selected solicitation closed solicitation for the contract offices you are approved to post will display in the list. Connect the next page for the view of the question solicitation question and answers. The question and answers of the solicitation note. Continued. Click generate the PDF and question and answers. Create the PDF file. You can print it to your own files. And then you have a copy of your own Army single-phase industrial question and answers for this solicitation question and answers for the solicitation number. No access closed solicitation question answers is also available authorized government personnel under the registered users at the acquisition army mill ASFI space registration CFM. Army single phase industrial registered user area. Your user and has the following options. And that one's, my friend, is just a solicitation question and answer user guidebook for the Army single phase industry and acquisition business website.